Phainon gamers, rise up and welcome back to another Honkai Star Rail reaction video. Phainon's trailer has officially dropped prior to 3.4's release, which is in a couple of days. I am sitting down right now to do my reaction, my first watch. We're probably going to run it back for an analysis. This character is so peak for everything that's kind of crescendoing to this first big climactic peak of the Amphoria story, which I'm very excited to check out. For those of you who don't know, I did do a reaction to the Myriad Celestia trailer a few days ago. We did a reaction, a breakdown, and an analysis of that. You guys can check that out on this channel. But if you guys are interested in my Honkai Star Rail content, you guys can either check me out over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MurderofBirds, where I will be streaming the 3.4 Trailblaze mission, as well as my Murder of Birds VOD channel if you guys want to watch any of my prior or the currently uploaded VODs that I have so far for Amphoria. So very excited for this character. I will be pulling for Phainon. We're going to be starting this with a reaction video, and then we're going to be running it back again with an analysis. So I hope you guys look forward to it. As always, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And without further ado, let us begin. So we are going to be doing a first watch and then an analysis and theory crafting afterwards. So we're going to be starting the Phainon trailer, Coronal Radiance. All right, gamers, we are ready to start the Phainon trailer, Coronal Radiance, and we're going to be starting this in 3, 2, 1, now. All right. Oh, that is a number. Hold on.
If suffering has
it's going up.
then I will be the deliverer.
Holy shit. All right, this is already intense. Ugh!
But why is there?
Is the number going up the amount of cycles of Amphorius?
After it's over,
Oh my god.
I'll open a tailor shop.
It wouldn't be bad.
Oh my god, are these the cycles?
I want to be a normal person.
Castris
Not a wish.
protected Aglaya.
Time to see who's better.
And every time it's the Flame Reaver. I think that's Chaos, or like a version of Phainon. How?
Why did you?
And he's the only one that told him about his weakness. Mighty's the only one that told Phainon about it, and the Flame Reaver knows? Oh my god, Prisoner of Flames.
Need a deliverer.
Phainon of Ides Elysiae. What is your dream?
Anaxa! Bro, Phainon is suffering! He's losing them over and over and over! And he's losing a part of himself every time, and I think this time it's gonna push him to become this Lord Ravager of Destruction. Oh my god. Bro has to suffer to shine. This is beautiful. No. And that's the break. It's like a merging. Holy fuck. Brother. He has to be a Lord Ravager. Jesus. Look at this!
Until I witness
They're all...
the end of this journey. But I will submit to this idea of fate.
Oh my god, Phainon!
Never.
Jeez. Certified, justified crash out. Oh my goodness, what a character. Oh! Cinema. Bro! Look at this! Look at this art! Okay, 33,550,336. I think that is the number of cycles that Phainon has been going through within the Emperor Scepter of Amphorius. And he has not broken a single time, to the point where he's like, I will never bend to the will of fate. Never. No matter who you take from me, no matter how much pain and suffering and recursion that happens, so much so here's, oh my god, bro, this trailer was sublime. We are going to be watching it back because it showed all of the Chrysos heirs. It showed Hyacinth here. It showed Casterus sacrificing herself for Aglaya. It showed Mighty dying again, almost in the exact same way that he died in 3.3. You know, this time he said why, but like in the 3.3 cycle, he said how, because he was also shocked. Like, he was like, how did you know my weakness? I only told it to Phainon. And I also think that Phainon and the Flame Reaver are like two halves of the whole. And if you bring them together, then it births this Lord Ravager, I assume. Similar to how Nikador separated his reason and separated the other parts of him, and then they all came together to create, you know, Nikador the Strife Titan. I feel like he's been segmented so much through these 33 million cycles, if I'm led to believe that that's what the number is implying. And at this point, the Flame Reaver just wants to make them whole again. But like Anaxa, bro, this was crazy. This shot right here, this is wallpaper worthy. The destruction of Amphorius and the paradise of Ide Cilicia in his mind's eye, in his memories, in his heart. One thing that I do want to at least mention from the last trailer before we rewatch, this was a phenomenal trailer. I do think Lygus might actually be Iron Tomb, and he's like playing everybody to try to break out, but he himself cannot break out of Amphorius. I think what it's implying, because he, like, the one line that he mentioned is he has gazed upon the erudition, and we now know that all of the Lord Ravagers are going after a different path, right? So Asat Pramad is going after the elation, Ventilia is going after the hunt, Zephyro is going after nihility, and so I kind of wonder if this whole Amphorius situation is an experiment to push Phainon to become the Lord Ravager that will destroy destruction. So we have a Lord Ravager for each path, but we don't have a Lord Ravager for the path of destruction, which is what all of them are based on. Their philosophies of destruction, how they go about destruction for a specific path. But who is the Lord Ravager that represents destruction? And when you think about it, it's kind of like a weird paradox, because you have to use destruction to create a source that will then destroy destruction. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little weird, but I think Lygus is Iron Tomb, and he's going after erudition, right? He's going after Noose, but the prophecy starts once he gets free. But the only way to free Lygus is to have someone destroy the shackles of Amphorius, and so I think he's been trying to groom a Lord Ravager-esque character through these cycles, and so it's Phainon, and that's why he says, don't get involved, Madam Herta, you might ruin my plans of breaking free, and I need Phainon to be built up to do that. So he's building up Phainon to become a Lord Ravager of destruction, to destroy Amphorius, to break him free, so that way he can start the prophecy of hacking the universe and destroying all advanced technology and starting this global prophecy for Nanook and for, you know, everything that we've known so far. I do think Phainon is going to become the Lord Ravager that destroys the destruction path. Through that destruction, Iron Tomb will be free, and it will lead to the destruction of everything in the end game, with the Trailblazer and this epic battle and all of the paths converging. And I think Phainon is so sick of everything that he's been put through that he wants to destroy destruction for the right reasons. Not to see everything be destroyed, but to destroy the things that he cares about. But that's just my personal mindset. We'll have to wait and see. I also think the mural that's in 3.3 kind of heavily implies that it might be Lygus, because Iron Tomb has 4 arms and Lygus has like the imagery of like the 2 arms like on his chest and then his 2 arms by his side, and the mural kind of looks exactly like Lygus. So I think Lygus is Iron Tomb. I think he's grooming Phainon to become this Lord Ravager level character, which he literally looks like a Lord Ravager, and that is the process of destroying Amphoria, so that way he can be free and he can start the course of this prophecy. So we'll have to wait and see, but we are absolutely watching this back for sure. So the number is going up here. 330 and then 331, 332, and it just keeps going up, and the trailer ends at 336, which I think is the current pre-Era Nova cycle before it resets everything again.
Hasn't it?
Yeah.
And I will be the deliverer.
This was amazing. What a great freaking trailer. Oh,
Why is there?
yeah.
Absolutely.
And then there's the
nothing.
Flame Reaver. I assume the Flame Reaver is like a detached part of Phainon that maybe he like detached to protect himself or something. So the Flame Reaver has been going through these cycles the same way that Phainon has been going through these cycles. And it seems like Phainon is like the neutral good, and then the Flame Reaver is like the neutral bad or something. I feel like, and then Chaos, which was the, you know, the previous Kefali, right? The Flame Bearer that became Kefali. I think he's also involved in whatever became the Flame Reaver. So I feel like something happened in a previous cycle, and since then the Flame Reaver has always been a part of it.
Behind me now.
Yeah, this is crazy. You have Hyacinth trying to protect people.
I'll open a
Casterus
tailor
and
shop.
Aglaya fighting for their life. Casterus sacrificing herself.
I want to be a normal person.
Wow.
Wish.
I want to be a normal person. Mighty's fighting with him, and good lord, these are such great characters.
Why did you?
Why did you take them all away? Yeah, and he's like suffering. He has to be, they have to like push, you know what? It's like a diamond. Like a diamond can only be created when it's put under immense pressure. And that's what Phainon's life has been. They're trying, Lygus or the powers that be are trying to mold Phainon into something to their benefit. But I think Phainon is still going to be able to harness that power for himself. I just really hope he doesn't become the bad guy. I hope he doesn't become the thing, you know, I just hope he doesn't give in to destruction. I hope he knows that by channeling destruction, he's able to destroy the things that have taken everything away from him.
Need a deliverer.
Wow. Cypher. This is beautiful. Anaxa. This was a phenomenal trailer. They're giving everything to this man. I absolutely love it. The music, the memories, the good times, reflecting the bad times, the pain and suffering, the smiles, the joy. It's so conflicting and clashing. Wow. I am pulling for him. He is so pure.
In truth, I just want.
And this moment here looks like they merge. His golden blood with the Flame Reaver. And then the two become one. Oh my god, this animation is cinema. Yo, I hope whoever did this got the bag of a lifetime. Jesus. It's very Iron Tomb-esque with all the glitching.
This is not the end.
This is crazy. I will keep walking. Shout out to the VA work too.
I witness the end of this journey. But I will never submit to this idea.
Oh, he's goated.
Never.
Wow. Yo, Flame Reaver, you have your work cut out for you, my boy. Good lord. And then we have Cyrene in the picture too. I love this shot. This is gonna be my wallpaper, I swear. Oh, Phainon. Actually, like, I love all of these individually themed logo shots at the end of these character trailers. This one is so freaking peak. And it's just him at the end. Ugh. Guys, I'm not even kidding when I say this. I literally think I think Amphorius is like the most ambitious aspect of HSR's story to date. It is so good. And I know a lot of people give it shit. It is what it is. Everyone has their different preferences. I love a good story. I love immersing myself in lore. I love reading. I love hearing the characters. I like seeing the character banter. I like getting the information. I like seeing the story play out. 8 to 10 hours over 6 weeks, in my opinion, is a great time spent, especially if it's a story you're enjoying. But for me, like, this has been so up my alley since 3.0. I'm still really happy that I'm so in the dark that I still don't know what could potentially happen, right? I really loved Penacony. I loved Sunday's character, and we still don't really know like everything involving Amphorius in terms of where we go beyond here. And we're still gonna be here for like another 3-4 patches. So there's so many, like, I wish there was enough things that I could say, but this was sublime. I absolutely loved this trailer. I hope you guys did as well. Please let me know your thoughts, your theories, your reactions, your opinions to anything that I mentioned in this video as well. Again, check me out over on twitch.tv/murderofbirds. I will be playing through the 3.4 story on stream on Twitch, and the VODs will be uploaded to my Murder of Birds VOD channel as well. So that's everything. I absolutely love this. I am pulling for Phainon. I am pulling for his weapon. I cannot wait to see how they expand his character and what kind of happens at this point with everything that's going to be evolving with him in the story, and, you know, the Lord Ravager and the Emperor Scepter and the Noose and this prophecy and everything else. I do want to let you guys know, though, that I will not be doing a standalone reaction to the animated short. They're probably going to embed that into the story. So my first reaction to watching that will most likely be when I see it in game. So just wanted to let you guys know about that. But thank you all so much for watching. Again, leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.